Have you ever wondered how a kind, compassionate, and ethical person can commit acts of cruelty or even become a monster? Imagine someone you admire, someone you trust, transforming into someone you barely recognize. What if I told you this isn't just a rare anomaly, but a pattern seen throughout history and in human behavior today? This is a profound question. Why do good people sometimes do bad things? By the end of this video, you'll uncover the mechanisms that push ordinary individuals into darkness. More importantly, we'll explore how to recognize and resist these forces, with the last insight being the most empowering. This journey takes us through psychological experiments, historical events, and philosophical reflections that expose the thin line separating good from evil. It's not just a story of others, it's a mirror that forces us to look inward and ask, what would I do in their place? Could I too be swayed by these forces? We begin with the Lucifer effect, a concept popularized by psychologist Philip Zimbardo, who conducted the Stanford Prison Experiment. His research revealed something deeply unsettling: the environment we're placed in, the roles we adopt, and the authority we obey can twist even the most virtuous individuals into perpetrators of harm. History is filled with examples of ordinary people committing extraordinary atrocities. The guards in Nazi concentration camps, soldiers involved in ethnic cleansing, and bystanders who remained silent as horrors unfolded. None of these individuals were born evil. In many cases, they were swept up by circumstances that unleashed the darkest parts of human nature. Why does this happen? The answer lies in a combination of psychological and social forces. The first is the power of authority. In the 1960s, psychologist Stanley Milgram conducted obedience experiments, showing that people would go to extreme lengths, even inflicting pain on others when instructed by an authority figure. Participants delivered electric shocks to a person, an actor, who appeared to be in pain simply because they were told to do so. How often do we follow instructions without questioning them? Whether it's from a boss, a leader, or societal norms, we often compromise our morals for the sake of authority. Another critical factor is dehumanization. When we strip others of their humanity, labeling them as the enemy or subhuman, it becomes easier to justify cruelty. This tactic has been used repeatedly in propaganda, war, and even daily conflicts. The language we use today often reduces people to labels or stereotypes. When we dehumanize others, we diminish our empathy and connection, creating an us versus them mentality. Zimbardo's Stanford Prison Experiment also demonstrates the power of social roles and group dynamics. College students were randomly assigned as guards or prisoners in a simulated prison environment. Within days, the guards began to exhibit abusive behavior, while the prisoners showed signs of extreme stress and submission. The participants lost sight of their individuality and conformed to the roles they were given. This raises a crucial question. How much of our identity is shaped by the roles society imposes on us? Are we truly free to act as individuals? Or are we subconsciously playing parts dictated by systems around us? These forces, authority, dehumanization, and group dynamics, are not abstract concepts. They are active in our daily lives, influencing the way we think, act, and perceive others. Recognizing these forces is the first step in resisting them. But what about the tipping point? The moment when a good person crosses the line, often it's subtle. It begins with small compromises, staying silent when witnessing injustice, agreeing to follow along just this once. Over time, These small choices accumulate and lead to profound moral failure. Pause for a moment and reflect. Have you ever made a choice that went against your values because it was easier or safer? What were the consequences? We'll explore how to recognize these moments before they spiral out of control. More importantly, we'll uncover how to foster resilience against these psychological forces. But are some people immune to the Lucifer effect? Unfortunately, no. Psychologists have long debated the role of personality in resisting moral collapse. While traits like strong empathy and self-awareness may offer some protection, the truth is that under the right or wrong circumstances, anyone can fall prey to these forces. We all carry within us the capacity for both great good and unspeakable harm. This duality is a recurring theme in literature, religion, and philosophy. Carl Jung, the renowned Swiss psychiatrist, described this duality as the shadow aspect of our psyche. The darker, often repressed parts of ourselves that we are reluctant to acknowledge. To fully understand ourselves, Jung believed, we must confront this shadow and integrate it into our conscious awareness.